Testing. Spin. Oh. Testing. Shoot. One moment. It says connected. Oops.
Pixel 7A disconnected.
Right on. So I was connected to that still. Alright. So mic is on. Just really gonna get I don't know. Still very out of it, but man, gotta stay busy and good at doing that. So tis would have been, and wanted to make like a little grubber type fly tie rather, and have a load of colors picked out. I got some more flash a few days ago, so I've been dying to sit down for a second. This time doodled them out. Oops. Good job. I love when it just will repeat that over and over again. Doodled them out. This go. Hey, visitor here. I appreciate that. Hey, Wally. Hope y'all's day is golden. Yeah, it's been rough. I haven't really processed anything at all because not went as planned, I guess. And yeah, so I've been trying to watch my mom. She's diabetic and has a severe sweet tooth. So it's been real brutal on every possible and obscure level. Man. But thankful to get my materials here. Sorted a bunch of stuff. Last night I was fixing a pop-on, but I ended up just sitting and tinkering at the desk. I have organized. I don't have many hackle feathers for dry flies, but I've been trying to dig out as many as I could find out of a scrap bin with sweet spots. I keep meaning to order a few of the bug packs by Whiting Farms. I really like them because not only for stripes for bait fish, but for 25 bucks, that's about as much as I can afford for some dry fly. And like these ones, so thin, so nice, so ideal. It comes in loads of colors. Aye, that was my knee. This dust is metal. But yeah, I don't know if I really have a plan here. But wow, haven't tied on a Aberdeen in a long time. Just reminds me of that one scene in SpongeBob. I don't know why I do this, like cover the whole hook and thread rather than just starting where the first material will be tied in. So for this one, I wanted like orange into yellow into chartreuse, but all my shades are slightly off, so I'm gonna do the orange into chartreuse into this kind of spring green. This is an old pack of feathers, got on a eBay lot. Might be good. With a red tinsel body. It's inspired by this fire tiger. I think that's like what they referred to it as, but it's one of the most gorgeous flies I've ever seen. And I believe for a salmon fly, here, let me pull it up. Man, I think about it all the time. So I think if you just look at fire tiger fly pattern, yeah, it's the first result. Well, I don't know if it will be for you, but fire tiger king truders. Ah, I really love the orange going into the yellow or chartreuse. Can't very, like a highlighter yellow. And it looks like red tinsel body. Since my feathers are quite short, I'm going to like do tinsel down it and then hackle up with the feathers and then wire ribbing this. I'm just gonna use red. I was gonna do gold or silver, but red. Pull some out already. And then for the tail, there's not, the tail is kind of like a black and white, pink and black, bunch of that. But I wanted to kind of jack that internal bit. Have it go to green. Spring green. The color shades are a little off from what I would like, I guess. Let me just get a little more collected. Can't find scissors. A family buddy stopped by with his wife and brought some casseroles, venison. He's a hunter. Can't save me no fur or bucktails for some reason. Always forgets. I'm just kidding. Just I don't expect someone to. That's a lot of work. It's not just like peeling the skin off and setting it aside. However, some feathers would be nice. But he's got daughters, so I bet those feathers go quick. Oop. Let me look up. Well, let me get the comments down here. I just bring it up. I have rotten times getting smooth bodies. Let me zoom in also. My eyes are fried. I'm not excited for the next few weeks, so I've been just trying to keep busy, and man. Oh, I think I have some perfect tinsel. I'm gonna put chartreuse and okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of this too. Those are two strands, it's super refracty. So let me put this and then I'll zoom on in. And then one person in my family that fishes no longer. And the only other black sheep of the family. Really brutal. What the hell? I quit. That's what I meant, Dave. I'm like doing this so tight. Oh, my eyes are fried. I can hardly see. I will destroy you. No, just kidding. Son of a snatch. I have some Z-Mint now. Popped out the thread. Yeah. Oh shoot. I gotta go back down there anyway. Squeezing the bobbin in my hand. Might as well try to get this smooth also, cause I'm gonna have hackle going down it. The wire. And the top of it, my orange isn't very vibrant, so I was gonna kind of try to use it as like a mushroom cap and maybe rain down some craft fur around it. Keep taking that off. Hopefully, I don't know what I was gonna say. All of this desk gets all dinged up from generations. It was my great grandma's work desk, and she was a real estate agent. This wire is fly smooth. My mom is fly smooth. Okay. So I don't really have a plan. I was also going to try to double feathers with yellow and chartreuse. Let me zoom in on in. Now I have this. Oh shoot, I didn't expect Dave to be here. Hello. Yeah, I saw that spin. I'm not sure if you're here yet, but my ugly feather. I guess I'll just use this. I'll save that. I have minimal hackle feathers. They're either, like, most of the small ones that I have are skeletal. I don't know if that's fine, but that's what I'll be using. It's really this color combination. I've been kind of just sitting around these last few days. always end up attaching everything in the same spot. This room is super tiny. Don't know why. Oh, had to proclaim that out of. I'm just using this flash view to wrap it, but I'll go up and down, so I have a better chance of actually coating the, or covering every. Son of a snap. My eyes are actively watering right now. Yeah. It's the longest I sat down. The last 2 nights, I think I've even missed the Flysmith streams. And by the time I wake up again at around midnight, I'll like have almost too much energy, but then instantly fall back asleep. It's just yikes. My mom has been with my dad since she was 17, and that's like the only. She was in another relationship, but that dude turned. Well, I'll let her tell that story. Let me get closer. Planning on leaving myself room this time. I like going up and down because this stuff is so thin. And I put the nail polish on top because I have to go pretty dang loose with this. It stretches. Ooh. Like, not loose, but I guess I did find a long feather. I could have just used this as ribbing or what have you. But I cannot think one bit. Anytime I get close to being able to think clearly, like all hell breaks loose in my life. But this time it's like permanent hell. Trying to track down some people to help get this boat back on water. Anyone can use it, just as long as it's getting fish or food. And as long as I can go, hey. I'll use this stuff. Dries the quickest.
Jamie.
Is.
Yeah, we're waiting.
Hold on. My mom's bringing garbage out, so let me help her with this bag. Tomorrow's bulk pickup in my area. Oh, I should have trimmed that tinsel. I gotta do the hackle and then ribbit. Ribbit. Oh, hey, get their attention. Nice. to use the blue. Yeah, oh my gosh, I've been having a little too much fun. I don't know why I'm gonna make the bluest freaking thing possible, but I also found some more blue tinsel, which I like this kind of scenario happening. It's gonna be blue as fuck, or like blue and orange. What is blue's complementary? I don't know. Yeah, my brain is like fried, so that is like top tier right there. And a lot of the reef fish, bright blue. And the main one that I want to make, so it'll have a blue body, but a green head, chartreuse head. I can't remember what they're called. It's like green head or something. But I really want to start tying the reef fish. There's so many of them. And the barracuda do chomp on them reef fish. You can hear it. It's like a cartoon. I'm like, never in one bite. It's like a cookie cutter. I really regret not grabbing that skull. My dad caught a barracuda and gave kids a skull because they wanted to take it home to put in a ant pile. I was like, that is a fantastic idea. Just want this to dry completely. Hey, William. Man, I am straight sick of. Hey, Ron, how you doing tonight? Or today? I'm straight sick of Twitter or X or whatever. I get so many notifications. I follow a few people. I don't get notified when they post. And I get notified when J.K. Rowling posts still. And I've never followed her. I've never even read the Harry Potter books. I got them for gifts, as gifts in middle school. But y'all, those were freaking big books. Like, I was real, I don't know, I guess picky. Like, when I did book reports, I would choose my own books, because I benefit from stories now, but man, I didn't like novels all too much. It just felt like I was investing a little too much into, like, something that, I don't know, I can't get all that much from. Like, a book of tips and tricks would have done me entertainment-wise. And there's loads of novels I really like, they didn't have The Pearl, Steinbeck's The Pearl on the list, but they let me do that one, and man, that's a very small book. That's one of my favorites. Pearl fisherman's like sick, or son gets sick, so he like goes and tries to find Gucci pearl. Does, and then the whole town wants it, and like stuff like that. I haven't read it since middle school, so if I remember correct, like the son gets better. It was like a scorpion bite or something like that. The son gets better, and shite, I forgot to add flash. Oh. Man. I mean, there's this, but that's not the same. Oh. I should just finish it to see if I even dig it, but man, no, I don't want to waste this feather. that's got ample sweet spot. I don't have a lot of decent hackle feathers. How do you want to turn? I get like two chances before you want to break. Relatable. Gosh, spend 2 days not tying and like forget how completely. I was trying to see if I like it. I mean, should I just try to add flash onto the sides? Hey, Burke, happy birthday! Hell yeah. Oh, Dave, that's really clever. What, like, wrapping it over the wet body. But if you're not sure of yourself at all, I want to do this so that I see people do it with resin. It's like, damn, I can't wait to be sure of myself. Shit. Please don't break. I have to. I have no choice. Aww. Oh, it's gonna be a real bitch. Worth it. I just do a little twisty there so it feels locked. Now I can sneak. And I'll just do like 4 strands. And fold it. Always. And I'll fold it back. I don't really care if there's a pink butt on it. It's nice. Ooh! Lost the strands. Yeah, I really want to try that builder gel. I've been trying to set this place up. I'm gonna make a spare room. A buddy's wife might stay in this room here because realistically I gotta figure something out. and can't afford a stay-at-home nurse or anything like that, so that's when my creativity comes. So, my mom wants to make this place a communal space again anyway. Like, I remember at so many cookouts, essentially anytime Costco would have hunks of meat on sale would be a reason to get everyone together. Let me look over there. I don't know why I'm using that big thing. Yeah, that would have been a little depressing to move on before figuring out some Flash. Unless I'm just gonna do a Zappa Gap, not methinks. Slowly converting all my friends into Palm Beach Shores people. Gonna throw down for a space. I'm gonna do a Zappa Gap, not here, I guess. Scary Larry. Perfect. Oh shoot. Spoke too soon. Son of a snatch. Lose all your tools at once. World's fastest fly tire right here. Fuck! Oh! Why did I pull it so aggressively? Oh, shit. Okay, I'm just gonna use this thread for ribbing. Because there's no way I'm gonna bulk it up trying that. I'll make it such a slop fest. Okay. Holy trucks. Oh. Alright, one moment. Man, let's stand up for a second. And trim these. Spring green. I'm really not digging this orange though. Not with this. It's just not vibrant. It lacks life force energy. Nice though. You know, got in a goodie bag. Be right back. Apologies. Hey, Crazy Life, how you been? It's like a bowl grubber looking thing, and I'm gonna have an orange like cap. I was gonna try to put craft fur with it, but I might not. Kind of want to move on to the bait fish. Oh, I'm stoked on colors right now. Fixing to order some more. Shoot, what was I fixing to order? I forget. Hey, Ruben. Yeah, finally got my desk back up. I had to move everything on over and clear this room out, which was used for storage for the longest time. And I did, was gifted a reel. So I have a rod for, I mean, I call it an optional rod for lack of better terms. The ones with like the gears, not gears, but not eyelets. It has, but yeah, Buddy just gifted me this. Penn Senator 4-aught special. Sweet marlin on it. But the line looks fine. Like, needs some cleaning, but other than that, really excited, and it's perfect for, I didn't have a reel for it and didn't really know where to start. Still trying to get out there, but man, it's season change now. It's gonna start getting rough out there, which I do want to overcome that fear too, but out in that Atlantic when it's really storming.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're good.
Somebody got the lamp already.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, let me
My
help
tire was
move
about
this
small
box
one.
real quick. I'll be right back. Man, it's driving me nuts. My dad hasn't even been buried yet. Like, I really wish people would get off my ass. Like, I'll sort his irrigation stuff when I get to it. I gotta organize so much in between now and then. And I know it's natural, like, it's just, gonna take time, and I'm an only child, so I've been sorting everything myself, and I'm not trying to make big piles and just throw it in a closet. I'm trying to really organize. And that seems to be a lot of people's brains, and it's like other people are like, just pile up all the tools and we'll sell them. It's like, dude, I need tools, and like now I have to maintain this house like out of nowhere. Brutal. And like what? I'm gonna get pennies for a pile of tools that cost my dad hundreds, and like a lot of it Christmas presents or from my grandparents, and like need tools. Like when I need a tool, I have to go find it. I used to come here to use my dad's tools, and then they would stay here, so they were always where everyone could find them. Here, let me plier these up higher. Really wanted to use wire ribbing. Toothy barsters in these parts. Oh. Yeah, but now that could have people congregate people, because before this I was living at my buddy's on the second floor. Hard to have get-togethers, and I don't like doing that at someone else's house. And like doing potlucks and stuff. I'm not social, but you wouldn't know that. Like, I do like potlucks, having get-togethers. I used to have a lot of parties, and I would sit in my room while everyone was out and socializing, making music. I don't know why this is so fuzzy, but I want to see what happens now. I'll cut it there, because I do not know what I'm doing for the head. Good job. I can hardly see, my eyes are so blurry. Now is when the lack of plan should become a little more evident. um. Oh. Mm. Are you serious? God, I'm an idiot. Of course. I meant to wrap the feathers the other way. Where's the... Let's use this one. Hmm. Also should have waxed this. I'm sorry if anybody is seeing this. I know Randy was in town, but I'm not sure if I missed him. Sadness. Yeah, I just could not hit. It's like so blank. Kill for a sibling right now, for sure. Been a nice storm today. I was ass backwards a little bit, probably. Quite alright. Leaving a little extra room. Alright. So, party. Yeah, we had so many plans on recording stories, but the plans were just not, the plans were falling through, so I started like just recording, but did not think that would be the last. Oh, fuck me. No, don't do that. Ah! I don't like what this head area looks like at all. But I wanted extra room. There needs to be something there. Well, that kind of sucks, but it's alright. I'm gonna add some marabou or something. Something black to cup everything. I don't know. Some wet hackle. Slapping. Could get this stuff back here. Save the tip. I did that loose wrap again. I gotta help my mom out with something real quick. I'm waiting for the rain to stop too. I gotta go and get a diabetes tester. I just want schlappen. I'm gonna get schlappen every color, everything in every color, but yeah. You know, like, I do too. Trust issues. Oh, sorry. Not like the gradation I was hoping for, but I learned a bunch, so shan't complain. Tis what tis, but I like it. I think I went too hard on the body. Hello, Chicolo. That's a fly attempt. Kind of like a fire tiger bugger. attempt. Heavy on the attempt. Alright, let me run right out. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Hey. Huh? That's what that one looks like under kaleidoscope. Whoops, forgot to put the mic back on. Hey man, I appreciate that. I'll show this one to my mom.
Your little boat thing.
Oh,
Pretty. It's beautiful.
colors.
Love it. A plus. Absolutely.
Oh. Yeah. So, wanted to get back on craft fur fish, bait fish. Yeah, that's alright. I gotta work on the body a lot, but still not too graspy when it comes to the body hackle. What's that color combination I'm really after? And I think I'm gonna switch to some other saltwater hooks. Picked out a few here. And got the O'Shaughnessy bait and the O'Shaughnessy classic saltwater hook. And the my hands are filthy. 34007 is stainless steel, 3407 is Duratin. And these 9174s is just a shorter shank. Not too sure what size. Really miss tying dry flies. Really enjoy them. So here, let me zoom out. It's really hot back here. So what I got the most of, so I could just, let go just a little bit. I do like the size 1 a good deal. And I did remember to grab my, oh, and I did just find the thing. It's crimps. Ooh. Alright, one moment. I have to run outside. The 34081s, I think the eye is just larger. But what I really like about those larger eyes is for the articulated flies, I'm able to put really thick cord in there and have a ton of movement. Too hot. tie some high ties too with whatever bucktail scrap. Put one of those there. I'll be right back once more, my bad. could use some coffee. But I'll wait. I don't want to keep walking away. But yeah, I just couldn't bring myself to hit live. Didn't want to come up and be all, I don't know. It's just a permanent thing. It's like the last person. I expected to go early, I guess, and everything I think about just leads to the same conclusion, because the next day he was gonna get the news that he was terminal, so I'm gonna start down here. And this, I believe I'm gonna go for kind of a flash tail deceiver. Maybe. Again, I'm really just messing around with colors today. I really want to get that orange and green down a little better. I do have an idea for my next craft for bait fish, but gotta just figure out what hook would be best, I think. So for the tail, I'm not sure if I want to use marabou, hackle, maybe hackle. Maybe so, maybe just like a deceiver. Okay. I definitely gotta order more packs of feathers. I really need to find bulk. White, yellow, chartreuse, blue, everything. Definitely a ton of white, yellow, and chartreuse though. Okay. Says 4 to 6 feathers. And I'm gonna do 4 and then yellow flanks. Is that what? I don't know. And then orange stripes. So let me first produce a little bit of a bump. that laugh track kills me. I know my mom needs an escape though, so I have done good not complaining about the TV. I mean, I've done alright, but it is pretty loud. How much is a gallon of milk in my country? Hey, Remington. About $4 or $5. It's like 2 or 3 hook shank lengths. I did shank lengths. And the patterns that. So, I do 2 hook lengths. But these are some of the most. I mean, every fly is adjustable. Is that a good word to use? Or thinking of a different word, but I don't have a lot of faith in my train of thought right now. Smoothing it out a little bit. Yeah, my friend called and wanted to know if I wanted to go to lunch, but man, just I wouldn't be able to bring myself to walk out the door, honestly. Oh, sometimes I freaking hate feathers. Why does it want to curve like that? Let me throw some flash in there. I'm doing this in stages. I like trying to get different textures. Helps me out getting a better looking, like, scaly profile. been brutal. Trying to keep my mom really distracted, and I know it's gonna get rough. Already so tired. Like, I kind of thought the worst was like my dad was gonna be wheelchair bound for a while. And kind of unfortunately have one of those slow passing into the next stage. It didn't happen like that, no. I think the only reason I'm like mentally, I mean, I'm not really mentally operating very well, but you know, I'm not like in a puddle or what have you, only because I'm trying to keep my mom from completely falling apart. My grandma, she had Alzheimer's and diabetes, but like she didn't have, you know, any terminal illnesses or anything like that. And she passed months after my grandpa did. And they were best friends, like. And I'm an only child, so it's just me. And mom. And a bunch of family members that have their fucking hands out. Like, God. See, after my relationship fell apart, woo-hoo, I had to move back to town. So I rented the garage just to store my stuff for a few months. And God, all my family, you don't have to store Jamie's stuff. Why don't you just rent it to me? Or let me live in there? Like, it's just bizarre. No offers of help or anything like that. Just all the stuff my dad would say no. They're like, absolutely not to. They're all trying to get now. For some reason, just never really been treated all that well by my family. Kind of treated like a definite black sheep. Kind of like the butt of a joke. Like, I could say anything and then I have to like mock it. And like nothing ever could be taken seriously type thing, or really loud, like complaints at restaurants, like stuff that makes no sense to try to get. I mean, it's just like someone with social anxiety, huge nightmare. And like family members being like, oh well, I just so happen to be coming to that area, so I'll just stay there. It's like, Jesus, I never know who's gonna show up. I'm just like trying to stay busy. Yeah. Probably overdid it with the flash a little bit, but man, I want some flashy arse flies. Trying to impress me, a barracuda. I'm not too sure how advisable it is to put the flash in between hackle feathers. Like if they should stick together all sleek like, or I'm not too sure of the legality. Hmm. Oh, yeah, it's like, I have a blank mind, I guess. It'd be nice to, find some local people. I don't know if any local tires. I was either gonna set up the room inside as a guest bedroom or workspace, because this is a little small, and I was actually trying to make a larger spot already. And then use the garage back there. That way it doesn't need really much done to it. And to put the bandsaw back there. Should have did both sides. I was gonna fold it over. Death is so permanent. Maybe not. Not really liking this. Man, I should play some royalty-free music or something. So blank. Like, my family's starting to, I guess, find my channel and talk. Cause like nobody talks to each other, and I tried to keep contact with them for years. But for instance, my friend's birthday, all my friends are over, and I got called on the phone for like 2-3 hours. And for 4 hours, like, look, my friends are gonna start leaving. I was trying to have a little birthday party, and I gotta bring stuff out. And after like an hour of that, she decided to tell me I was just like my father and I needed Jesus. And then blocked me on Facebook. So, you know what I mean? And I'm really like allergic to confrontation and I'm not gonna do all that. Nope, nope. I'll just sit right back down at my desk. Okay. Just don't know. Okay. Sorry to be so quiet, but it's nice to kind of finally can just feel quiet for a second. Oh man, why did I even do that? God damn it. Just, I don't know. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna dip this in water, see what it looks like, this tail, because I think this is the perfect spot to pause it and come back. Because, man, I gotta get back in to the swing. I was just getting all over the place, and I just need to know if these are gonna even look alright. I just can't get it right though. The coloring in my mind and how it's set up. I just want flash, vibrant, not this shite. Hits close here and there, but hey, Victoria! I really appreciate that. Yeah, the colors starting to get there, but man, I thought I'm gonna go dip it in water. Yeah, Dave, if you have any, like, trying to fire tiger everything. Those colors just really nostalgic, and like mahi colors, green and blue. But yeah, I'm obviously on a kit. This one didn't come out too good, but I haven't seen it wet. I don't have the biggest hopes for the body that almost said hard hackle. Yeah, Victoria. Last few nights have kept going on. Then it hit like 5:30, 6 in the morning. I was like, shoot, 2 nights in a row. Very nice, Wally. Yeah, I see a lot of the reef fish. Well, there's a lot that have a lot of green, yellow, orange, and like a lot of the freshwater lures and flies for warm water. I'll see the same colors. So it's already one of my favorite color combinations. Like they have fire tiger everything, like lighters, you know, it's a print, kind of like the trout flanks. I think flank's the word that they use. Like there's spots where I'm like, yeah, that's it, almost. Yeah, if you look up fire tiger fly patterns, ah, I love the color combinations. Same thing with so like black, orange, yellow, white. That's really nice. I doodled them this time. It's pretty much what I was fixing to make or tie, but I was in between like a bunch of thoughts. I think stroking it helped. I'm starting to see what I needed to here. Let me be right back.
for that.
Alright, so, sorry for screaming in the mic like that. I think I'm going to use craft fur instead of the orange feather, because it'll bleed in a little better, like color blending wise. I like the yellow feather with the chartreuse. And the flash, I just need to be a little more strategic. So maybe not the tinsel in between layers. I'm only going to put the tinsel on the outside. And the only material I'll put in the in-betweens is maybe like 2 strands of crystal flash. So when the materials are wet, it looks super scaly. Alright. So when it's dry, I'll finish it up with just something simple. Maybe some reverse tied craft fur. Now for that clouser, which is pretty much what I've been wanting to tie. Or jig. Nice and heavy, could definitely cast it. Just so out of it. I don't have a lot of creative juices flowing currently. I mean, I like I mean, you know, everyone's a kid at heart, so shut up. I like showing my mom the flyers I tie after a time. If I'm not here, just send a picture. She went to school for textiles, so she has a lot of appreciation towards materials and color combinations. Like, she doesn't have to understand what she's looking at to appreciate the design aspects, if you will. And yeah, but man, fishing is kind of like the only thing my dad and I did together, because I was a very hard person to get on with, but I know a story, so there's that. And just, I have really thick skin, so, and I can't help it, like, if a certain behavior is being directed towards me, like, my first thought is, like, based on the origin of said behavior. It's never, like, I don't know. I often say I like assholes, because, they're just filter-free people, often. And, again, I have thick skin, so I don't really get offended by a lot of things I guess others would, or might. And, yeah, I just appreciate different kinds of people. We only live once, and I've just always been like that. And, like, my dad's really social. My parents are kind of party people, or have been their whole lives anyway. And so there used to be all kinds of live music here all the time. A lot of my dad's friends would also have little jam bands. And I always had instruments, drums. I mean, I still have most of my guitars and stuff like that. And my mom wants it to be like that again. She's like, don't you have anybody you want to invite over? I could always make dinner. I'm like, damn. Well, most of the people I know either they're fucking stupid now, no offense. Politics. I will never, I don't care who you vote for or why you vote for. I could think it's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. But guess what? I'm not gonna tell you that. I might ask you, like, why do you, like, come to this conclusion? Because I'm genuinely interested. We can only, like, look through so many windows at once, and, like, every viewpoint is gonna be different. You just gotta compare notes. No notes are wrong, it's just they're different viewpoints and different, like, you arrive to a different place. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's all every different opinion is valuable. And, like, I'm just patiently waiting for all that to be over. Like, people unironically, like, decimating people over thought crimes. Oh my gosh. Still can't get over it. Still can't get over all this happened. You know? I keep seeing news articles like STDs and AIDS, like, on the rise. It's just mayhem out there. Been trying to get back out in the world, but I'm not counting on it at all at this point. I'll reopen my eBay shop. Trying to organize the desk a little bit. I could zoom out. That just looked like hell. Every day I look more and more like a Tim Burton character. Which, I like Tim Burton movies just fine, but I don't know. I like James and the Giant Peach the best. I think that, oh, what a party. Well, it looks really delicious. The peach mango. When I was a kid, I just said it was a mango. Oh no. Yeah, if I really like a material, it ends up sitting like a relic or a religious object for a few weeks and then a party. But like this exercise band, can use this. Just I do have to make some coffee, so I'm wondering if I should like pause. Okay. Every day that goes by, it just gets more surreal. And like, I already know what they say. They say, like, you know, it gets better with time or what have you. It doesn't. No form of loss that I have experienced thus far has gotten better with time. If anything, it's gotten much worse. Not excited. Not stoked. But it's just totally the opposite of what I expected life would be like, I guess. My dad's like a really stubborn person, and like like, I've never even seen him with, like, overgrown nails or anything. Beyond the alcoholism and the chain smoking, like, he's really, really into health and fitness. It sounds ridiculous saying it out loud, but, you know, he's from a different generation. Blue collar, beer, cigarettes, and just couldn't quit either. And I do think he was medically addicted to alcohol. It was the only thing he could never put down. And his back was really, really shattered. And, like, that's the worst part, is even if, like, he beat the cancer, like, his back was still broken. And, like, it got to the point where he was trying to, you know, figure out what he can sell. Like, he got stuff for resale. But, I don't know, I guess it's... And, like, I can't fault... I'm not faulting anybody or anything, but his friends are, like, just... Maybe just heard too much, or... not enough change or something. And, like, I try to tell my dad, like, you don't realize how much time is going by. And, like, I wouldn't get mad at your friends for, like, feeling like they're not there. Because, like, I mean, he's been broken for years now. Like, I'm talking physically. And that just, like, destroyed his outlook on life. Because, like, the last time we had a conversation, like, my dad also doesn't cry at all. Didn't ever. But he was, and talk about he's not a man anymore. And was asking about the, like, medically assisted suicide and stuff. And it was, yeah, it was all to see his truck packed. Because he said he was gonna pack to go to the pier. But he really couldn't even leave the couch. But sure enough, the truck was packed. And my mom was a housewife, so if I leave for even 2 seconds, everything hits her at once. So I've been trying to make a spot here. And, like, people are constantly asking my mom to use it. Not even, I slipped an accent, I said rent a room earlier, but no, they just want to stay in the room. And, like, but I mean, it would be different if they could join, like, the household and kind of help maintain the yard, because I do want to get back into growing plants eventually, and I'll just plant it up with a ton of edible plants, a ton of moringa, mulberry, coconuts, sweet potato, Everglades tomato, moringa. Better stop listing things. The asshole could have making a list. Yeah, that's another thing. It's just like, so, I don't know how my life went this way, but Lost 6 years having just time waste. God. It just like hindsight just sucks sometimes. Embarrassing. So, I don't know when I could get the boat back going, but it's all I'm thinking about now. So if anybody in Palm Beach County wants to get back out there, I got a boat, I can't repair it, you know? And I do want to finally get it's something so small, but I do finally want to get the decal made for it, because I did name it for Rita. My dad's mom was named Rita, and he really liked that name, which was cool. Alright, so I gathered all the loose hackle feathers. Excuse me. Yeah, it's a good little gradation. Just got time block, option paralysis, creative block in general. I need coffee. But I also do have these Senya laser things, and I do like this stuff a lot, and it's what I was supposed to be messing with. I had a plan. I don't know what happens when I hit live, but God, it doesn't seem to get better. But, man, so I'm gonna restart the stream actually. Oops, it's fun. Yeah, Rest in Paradise Run also losses. Oh no, all jokes welcome. That's how I get out of, that's how I, yeah. I think this is just, I don't know. Like, there's multiple people in my family that I thought for sure, like, I just didn't even think of it as a possibility, really. Like, my dad was stubborn enough to live forever. That's all I can think. And it sucks because we had a lot of plans. And was finally making, and all that, but so definitely gotta find a fishing buddy locally, because my fishing buddy has flew the coop, and he's been out of it for the last like year. So the last few times I brought him out, like, he just more so hung out and like shared information, which is ideal. But he still don't know what's happening, and I don't know what to expect really at all. Oh my gosh. So is it bags? I got bags for days. That's alright. I just haven't been outside at all either. And finally poured today. But so it's 1:45. Yeah, I'm gonna restart the stream. I'm gonna eat and come back and restart the stream. I just really need to move my hands around for a little bit because I haven't sat down really. And maybe find some patterns. If anybody has any recommendations. But I'll be back in like 20 minutes if even. And let me step outside now that the rain stopped and see what my friend was gonna say. Oh, he should be here any second anyway. Gonna have some food dropped off. I was gonna go, but man, not ready to face that world yet. It's just rough. Because I was waiting so long for something to change, but not conclude, like, just waiting for test results to get better and stuff. And when he first got sick, I dropped everything and moved back here for 5 months, but it got to be to where like 130 pounds and didn't want anyone to be around and pushed everyone away, so I just kind of waited from afar and then came back. And yeah, if you see anything weird, get it checked out. Holy trucks, even if you just like post pictures online, because his doctor said it could be a pulled muscle, and he listened to that for months and it grew bigger and bigger and bigger, and it was cancer, and it killed him, quite literally. And within a year. And obviously I'm not blaming the doctor or anything. It's just like it happens to be my dad's favorite doctor, like someone he really valued their opinion, but wish I could punch him in the face, even if he's elderly. I've never met the guy, so he's probably quite old. He's been my dad's doctor for like 20 years. Shameless. No, just kidding. But yeah, no, I don't fall. I bet it feels really bad anyway, because my dad like hung on to that, and but yeah, just months, and it could have been just like already too late, and like I try not to do the whole like what if thing, because what if anything. It's just anyway. Love y'all. I'll see y'all very soon. Tight tight threads right on, Victoria. Tie something. So I think you're right. I think when I get back, I'm gonna get back on the live bait hooks, the crawfish. Just tie this little thing. What? Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna have lunch with my mom real quick. I'll see y'all very shortly with a crafter fish. Happy trails. Oh, hey, Randy! I don't know how much time went by in the last, like, while, but I'm not sure if I missed you in Palm Beach County yet. But, man, it's starting to feel like fall a little bit, so I am getting excited for fishing, because I still have yet to go out, but, yeah, I want to really hit the shore, or the bridge, the inlets, or the pier. The inlets for sure. But, yeah, I'll be right back. Oh, yeah, practicing. Yeah. Like, my dad was so stubborn, like, I couldn't even get him to sit in the sun. He would just say tomorrow. Unfortunately, my dad was the type of person that, like, if he didn't want to do something, he wasn't going to do it. And if you, like, try to get him to do something, he'll just, like, will push you away completely. Like, I know eating hurt, but he just needed an excuse to not eat, so it's like, he would put the food back, or, we found a bunch of it hidden in the fridge. And that started before that. I think that was due to the alcoholism. Like real deal, like alcoholism. Not eating. And the food is the issue, but do the whole like, oh well, I was going to eat, but since this, and that, now I can't eat, and like that. It was hell. And like his doctors wanted to put a feeding tube in his stomach because he was losing too much weight, and I was trying to tell him, but nobody could like understand me, I guess. Like he hasn't eaten in like like a few years now because of alcoholism, and like nobody gets that. Like medically, like alcoholism is a spectrum, and some people, they get to where they're using it as like a meal replacement. And my dad had shattered discs in his spine, so he was like in an insane amount of pain. So we would unfortunately take his pain management and beer, rum, and no food. And it would tell you because it made the stuff stronger, but if you had food, it would just like the worst, for your body type stuff. An already broken body, so. And of course, chain smoking, 305s. After a while, because he just started smoking too much and couldn't get his marbles anymore. But yeah, anyway, so they wanted to put a stomach tube in him. He did not want that, so he started putting fishing weights in his pockets. And of course, everyone got an earful, like if the doctors ever found out, or don't ever tell this and that. So I stopped going. I was like, I'm not gonna go to any appointments that I have to lie to or lie at. And like these are the weights. Sinkers, my bad. And these are just some of them. I keep finding caches of weights. And like I don't even know how he's keeping his pants on. He must have had a bruise around his hips. These are trolling weights, right? Or sinkers. This is what he was fooling the doctors with. And it's like I had to try to level with him multiple times. Because like my dad and I both are like use humor for a lot, so like it's hard to take anything serious. And like do take things serious, of course, but I had to level with him a few times, like, because I was just actively watching him die, and like ended up being dead on with that. And the other part is that, yeah, so I was trying to get him over to my friend's house. I'm like in a wheelchair and stuff. He started opening up to the idea, but I was just a really shut off person. Like I try telling people that, but like my ex seen it and I'm like, look, I guarantee, like he won't look at the garden. It doesn't matter how much work I put on something. There's something he just doesn't want to see, and like and sure enough, he never went in the backyard. Nobody really understands why. But my dad had like a really dark childhood, so, and a bunch of like other stuff like that. But anyway, happy trails. I'll see y'all very, very soon.